So this is Rukia from Bleach, not Mikasa, even though they do look rather similar. Um, Rukia is my favorite character out of all of the series I have read, as well as my favorite character in Bleach. She doesn't show up a lot in the manga anymore, so the last chapter, or the latest chapter, Dance with Snow White, which is chapter 567, the whole chapter was Rukia-centric, and that's pretty rare nowadays since she doesn't show up that much in the manga. So I just had to draw her because the title page had her on it, obviously, and she was wearing a dress and she looked rather sexy. The whole back of the dress was cut, so that means like her whole back was visible, which again is rather sexy. And I do draw sexy drawings once in a while because I can't always keep with the cute stuff, so I apologize if that bothers anyone. I don't draw anything too sexy, like too revealing. It's just a little bit more than just cute. So, continuing. This drawing turned out okay at first, like I drew it and then I inked it, and the snowflakes didn't turn out that nice, probably because I kind of winged it without any pencil. I was just like, let's go draw, I don't care. So I did that, and this whole piece is basically my version of the title page, because in the title page there is snowflakes coming from the top ceiling. And so I incorporated that in mine as well, and Rukia in my drawing and Rukia in the actual are wearing the same dress, except I didn't really show that her back is bare. So everything was okay when I decided to color it with marker. I was also thinking about coloring it with digital, but then I kind of didn't feel like it. So everything, like I said, was okay until I got to the background. Now that's when everything just turned sour. So I wanted some sort of like gradient, like dark to light kind of background with the blue violet and kind of like a bluish cast over it. And I don't know what happened, but in my swatches, the colors were not that dark. But when I started to actually color with them, they were really dark and really similar. So I couldn't make that light gradient look that I wanted. And it just looked like a giant mess, and I could not fix it. Because if I did it to the other side with that, like with those dark of colors, then it would have washed out like Sode no Shirayuki, which is Rukia's Zanpakuto, aka sword. And I didn't want that. So I was like, really judging if I should just give up and get rid of this version and just go do it digitally, or I can just edit it in Photoshop. So I was thinking about it, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go with the flow. So I grabbed some white paint and painted over it, and it covered all of the blue, but the problem was that the cardstock I was coloring on top of is a bright white, so that meant the paint was not the same color, and the paint was a bit of an off-white yellowish tone. So I'm probably never going to show anyone the original copy. So I went on to Photoshop and fixed that up, and I added all that other stuff that I wanted to add, like highlights and stuff. So that's pretty much it with the drawing, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope it turned out okay. I felt like it looked a little bit weird, but that's all. Hope you liked it, and bye.